Hello everyone, good morning. I hope you're well today and I hope you're ready for some more home learning. Now, we're on to chapter 9 of Fantastic Mr. Fox today. So we're going to have the reading and our quiz, same as usual. We're going to have a writing activity and of course some spelling as well. Now we're on chapter 9 today. Where did we leave the story on chapter 8? Well, let's have a little check. So the foxes were beginning to starve and Boggis, Bunce and Bean had surrounded Mr. Fox's hole with their men. They had, how many was it? 108 altogether. My goodness. I do not know how the foxes are going to get out of this one. But I do know that chapter 9 is called Mr. Fox Has a Plan. So maybe Mr. Fox might have a cunning way to get out of trouble. Shall we start with our reading? Chapter 9. Mr. Fox Has a Plan. For 3 days and 3 nights this waiting game went on. "How long do you think a fox could go without food or water?" Boggis asked on the 3rd day. "Not much longer now," Bean told him. "He'll make a run for it soon. He'll have to." Bean was right. Down in the tunnel the foxes were slowly but surely starving to death. "If only we could have a tiny sip of water," said one of the small foxes. "Oh, Dad, can't you do something? Couldn't we make a dash for it, Dad? We'd have a little bit of a chance, wouldn't we?" "No chance at all," snapped Mrs. Fox. "I refuse to let you go up there and face those guns. I'd sooner you stay down here and die in peace." Mr. Fox had not spoken for a long time. He had been sitting quite still, his eyes closed, not even hearing what the others were saying. Mrs. Fox knew that he was trying desperately to think of a way out, and now, as she looked at him, she saw him stir himself and get slowly to his feet. He looked back at his wife. There was a little spark of excitement dancing in her eyes. "What is it, darling?" said Mrs. Fox quickly. "I've just had a bit of an idea," Mr. Fox said carefully. "What?" they cried. "Oh, Dad, what is it?" "Come on," said Mrs. Fox. "Tell us quickly." "Well," said Mr. Fox. Then he stopped and sighed and sadly shook his head. He sat down again. "Oh, it's no good," he said. "It won't work after all." "Why not, Dad?" "Because it means more digging. And we aren't any of us strong enough for that after these 3 days and nights without food." "Yes, we are, Dad," cried the small foxes, jumping up and running to their father. "We can do it. You see if we can't, so can you." Mr. Fox looked at the 4 small foxes and he smiled. "What fine children I have," he thought. "They are starving to death, and they haven't had a drink for 3 days, but they are still undefeated. I must not let them down." I suppose we could give it a try," he said. "Let's go, Dad. Tell us what you want us to do." Slowly, Mrs. Fox got to her feet. She was suffering more than any of them for the lack of food and water. She was very weak. "I am so sorry," she said, "but I don't think I'm going to be much help." "You stay right where you are, my darling," said Mr. Fox. "We can handle this by ourselves." Okay, let's look at today's reading quiz. It's for Fantastic Mr. Fox, Chapter 9. I've already filled in my email address. Remember to get that email address right or you won't get your score because I won't have an email address to send it to. And of course my name. I've already put my name in here, Mr. Della. Now today I have 5 questions for you to check your understanding of the chapter, and they're all multiple choice, so you have more than one choice for the answers, but only one of them's correct. So question 1, how long had the farmers been waiting outside Mr. Fox's hole? If you're not sure, have a look at the chapter again, play it through again, read along with me again, and see if you can find the answer. Question 2, why does Mr. Fox think the plan will not work? Wonder why he thinks it won't be a good plan. Question 3, why is Mr. Fox proud of his children? There's 3 options there. Have a look in the chapter. Read the bit where he's proud of his children. Why? Which one of these reasons? Why does Mrs. Fox decide to stay behind? Giving you two choices there. Read the chapter again. See which one she tells you. And finally, why does Mrs. Fox think Mr. Fox is sitting quite still and silently? So why does Mrs. Fox think Mr. Fox is doing that? There's two options here. You choose the right one. So once you've done all your clicks, submit, and then I will check your work and I will email it back to you. Have fun doing today's quiz. I've got a great writing activity for us coming up in just a moment. Okay, let's have a look at our writing for today. It's Thursday the 9th of July, and our LI is I can use adverbs of time. Now this document looks familiar. You might remember it from when we made Bean's plan. Well, now you're going to predict Mr. Fox's plan. So there's two parts to this learning. First, you have to predict what the plan's going to be. Then you have to draw it and write sentences about it, remembering to start those sentences with adverbs of time. And hey, look, there's some adverbs of time down here to help you. So let's start with the prediction for Mr. Fox's plan. We know it involves digging. We know he isn't going to make it too dangerous for his children. I don't think they're just going to attack the farmers. That would seem a bit odd. So we're going to have to think their plan is digging. So I think what they might try and do is might try and dig all the way out of the woods to the city or the village, and they might try and go to the shops there. So that's my prediction. So my first sentence is going to be, I think they'll wait until night time. So when the clock strikes midnight, dig a hole for 17 miles towards the village. So that's my first sentence of my plan. When the clock strikes midnight, that's my adverb of time. Dig a hole for 17 miles towards the village. I'm going to draw my picture really quickly of that. So let's see, I'm going to draw them underground. I'm going to make the ground green, like grass. There we go. So there's the plan, there's the tunnel. Let's have the three farmers. There they are, waiting, or sitting down waiting on chairs. I'm just going to draw one farmer if that's okay, otherwise you'll be sitting here watching me draw farmers all day. So there's one farmer, and here's their hole. It won't change colour. There we go. There's their hole in the ground there. There's their, goes down to their tunnel. And then I'm going to say that at midnight, I'm going to draw the moon in the sky there for midnight. Colour it in yellow. It's a nice moon. And I'm going to have them start digging their tunnel, go all the way to the village. I'm going to say the village is that way. I'm going to draw Mr. Fox digging in the tunnel. Go. There he is. He's got his claws out doing some digging. And there's his non-tail now. Has it got shot off? Right, so this is the beginning of my plan. When the clock strikes midnight, dig a hole for 17 miles towards the village. So in my prediction, I think Mr. Fox is going to go to the shops. He's going to dig all the way to the supermarket. He's going to go to the supermarket and he's going to buy delicious turkey dinner for his whole family. What do you think of my prediction? It's a bit silly, wasn't it? I was going for a silly one. But I bet you guys can do an absolutely amazing prediction of what you think Mr. Fox's plan is going to be. Then write about it in sentences, starting with an adverb of time. Here I've used when. And draw those three pictures to show the plan. And I'm looking for plans that really think about the different ways Mr. Fox could get out of this situation. Remember, we know it involves digging. And that's all we know. Okay? So try your writing challenge for today and we'll get back together later for some spelling. Okay, it's time for our spelling now. Mustn't forget to log in because I want to get those spelling points today. So put my username and password here and I'm going to log in. And let's have a look. Year 2, and today we are doing spelling rule 18. Let's have a look at those words, shall we? Oh, I see, it's the sound. The sound spelt with an O, like other, brother, mother, another, smother. That means to cover something with a blanket. So if you have a fire, you completely cover it. That means you smother it. And nothing. And Monday. One of those days of the week, so of course starts with a capital letter. Shall we read those again? Let's hear that art sound spelt with an O. Other, brother, mother, another, smother, nothing, and Monday. Should we play some games? Which one haven't I played yet? How about this? Match the wall. Click on play, of course. Oh, quite nice music on this one. Very peaceful. I'm going to turn the sound off though so I can talk to you guys. Okay, let's do test.
Do you want the sentences read out loud?
Yes, please. Right, let's try this game out.
His mother was so proud of his work.
Mother.
Mother. Okay. Mother. Oh, got myself 10 points there.
Her baby brother was just learning to walk.
Brother.
Brother. Okay, brother. So I've got brother. 10 more spelling points. Yes.
There was another red car behind them.
Another.
Another. Okay, another. Another.
He decided to smother his sprouts with butter.
Smother.
Smother, completely cover. Smother. Smother. Got 40 points now.
There was nothing in the fridge, so they went out for dinner.
Nothing.
Nothing. So nothing. 50 points now.
Mr. Birch did not like Monday mornings.
Monday.
Monday. So remember that capital M. A. Monday.
All the other children were skipping, so Abby joined them.
Other.
Other. Okay. Other. Great. Got 60 spelling points. Now I have to tap left or right to make sure the shape fits in the wall, okay? Oh, I don't know. Oh, okay, I understand. Wow. Oh, no. That one didn't work. All right, okay, I think I've got it here. And let's try. Yes. Oh, this is a tricky one. Didn't make it in time. I've got to be quicker that time. Phew. Oh, too slow. Oh, just made it. Whoa, that's it. That's me out of lives. Well, I got a high score of 7. And wow, 110 spelling points. A fantastic result for me. I'm going to submit my score, I think. I just need to add my name in here. Mr. Della. Submit. Wow, looks like I've got the high score for today. So, why not try this spelling game or any of the other spelling games or spelling tiles, or after you've practiced a bit, maybe try a test for spelling rule 18, the sound spelt with an O. Well, that's our home learning for today. Have a lovely day and stay safe.